John Denver, and I'm sorry. It is 11:27, and I've been telling you all through the morning that I'm going to have a chance to chat with Natalie MacMaster, and I did the dialing, and I should have Natalie on the line. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Well, I better be good. The start of a big tour.
I was just going to say, now, I didn't notice the area code. It says here that you're supposed to be in St. John, New Brunswick tonight. Are you there yet?
I am. I've been here since yesterday.
Okay, because I was thinking when I looked, a little different area code. I know probably called you on your cell or something, but...
yes, I have an American cell phone.
There you go. Well, now, as you say, Natalie, you are a busy lady, and you're not only busy at home. Congratulations, by the way, on the birth of your son, Alec Francis.
Yes,
and that was in August, right?
Yep, August 11th.
And you have 5 young ones.
Yes.
So now, I'm a mother of 2, and I'm thinking, wow, 5, and now you're going on a great tour. Now, I know it's a question I'm sure you're asked a lot. How do you manage all of that? Do all 5 go with you? And of course, your husband is Donald Leahy. Does the whole family go along, or does that depend from time, concert to concert?
Yeah, it depends concert to concert, and how long I'm gone for. If I'm just doing one show somewhere, I'll just fly in, fly out, and take the baby with me. But if we're doing, a tour, if we're doing a tour on the bus, like the kids go with us, when we're on tour for any period of time, all the children are with me. They're with Danelle right now in Cape Breton, but they're here for the tour. And then when Danelle starts playing for Christmas, some of them go with him and some of them go with me.
Are they musically inclined? I mean, I can't imagine they wouldn't be, but can you foresee, would there ever be a family act?
Well, you never know. It would be pretty bad if I said, no, there's not a tack of music in them. Thank God I don't have to say that. No, they are musical. We'll just see, if it's how the years pan out. But there's no question that they love music and they play music. The oldest 2 are playing fiddles and at the dancing and piano. And the little young ones, they love to just run around when the music's going. So yeah, we hope that they'll take to it like we did.
You both, you and your husband both come from strong family backgrounds and traditions of the family being involved in the music. So, as you say, you'd be very surprised and disappointed, I'm sure, if they didn't, have a love of it. And, I'd like to see them up on stage with you, Natalie.
Oh, well, they're actually, we're playing at the Celtic Colors tomorrow, and they're going to join us on stage, and we take them on. I mean, it's just, like I said, you got to do what's right for them, and if they're tired or whatever, it's just, some nights it just doesn't work out. But they've been on our show before, for sure.
And you did just referenced that you're going to be a part of Celtic Colors, and it's tomorrow. As you say, you're very busy because you're in St. John tonight, and tomorrow, My Island 2, your show is called, and it's at the Port Hawkesbury Civic Centre. Have you played that venue before?
Yes. In fact, funny, 5 years ago when we played that venue for Celtic Colors and for the taping of my DVD and for my 5th wedding anniversary. And we'll be celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary again at the Celtic Colors stage on Friday.
Well, congratulations on that, too.
Quite a unique date.
It is, yes. And, as I look at your schedule, that's the beginning of it. But then there are many more dates. Is it something like a 70-plus tour that you're going to be stopping?
It depends on how you look at it. I mean, there's, 70 shows maybe between now and April, but, that's a long way away. You could look at it like, it just depends on how you split it up. We're going to Montana after this. You could look at this as 5 shows in the East Coast and then 4 shows in Montana and then a week in California. And, if you want to look at it like that, or 70-show tour, I don't know. It's just never-ending shows, basically. We're just always playing.
And you are playing, you just mentioned Montana, you're playing south of the border. Do you play in the U.S. a lot? Are there certain pockets that enjoy the Celtic-type music, or are you sort of going all over the place?
We kind of go all over the place. I mean, definitely there's places, mostly in the New England states, where I'm most popular, I guess you'd say, or I do, I guess I do very well in those areas. But no, we play all over. I should say all over the states, and it's been like that for 10 years now. I used to go over to Europe a lot. We used to play Canada a lot more than we do now. It's just we have this agent in the States who keeps coming with lots of shows down there, so that's why we play there a lot. But we are doing a fairly extensive Canadian run in April.
Does the Leahy family still perform as a group?
They do, yeah. I mean, they're all in their birthing years, as I am myself, so it's a little harder to juggle schedules. But absolutely, they're playing and continuing and recording a CD now. So.
Do you collaborate with them on any shows or any CDs, you personally?
Yeah, oh yeah. Not so much with Leahy, but a lot with my husband, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But Leahy and I have done some shows together. But Janelle and I have a show that we tour a fair bit. Now, we took this year off from it, and we focused more on Natalie MacMaster and Leahy as separate entities. But next year we're going to be doing a lot of, we call it 2 fiddles, 2 pianos shows, which is my husband and I, and then my piano player, and Janelle's sister plays piano.
Oh, I hope you come back our way with that particular show. Sounds great.
I really would love to.
Well, this is home. No matter where your home base is now with your family, I know that's home. But isn't Cape Breton always home?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Janelle picks on me all the time when we're up there in Ontario. I'm always saying home. Let's go home. He said, "You're home. Home is still Cape Breton."
Well, it has to.
Not in a bad way. In a bad way. He doesn't pick on me. He laughs, thinking, it's been 10 years.
Well,
I hear you.
Listen. We always say that you can take the girl out of the Maritimes, but you can't take the Maritimes out of the girl.
That's right. You're absolutely right, and it's very true. And certainly, with all the people that I meet on the road, when I meet a Maritimer, there's just a different connect, and that's home to them.
Oh,
still,
sure.
After 50 years, I'll be talking to people who haven't been there for 50 years. It truly is part of your makeup.
Yes, and the music. I've often talked. I'm from Halifax, and I play the spoons, and that's about it around the campfire. But I always talk. Well, you haven't heard it. I talk about. My family is from Prince Edward Island, and there's a lot of music there. But I don't know if anywhere. I mean, Newfoundland, wonderful as well, and New Brunswick has its mix. But there's something about Cape Breton. I mean, you've turned out and continue to turn out so much talent, and we don't want to get too sad here. I know in the article, excellent article today in the Herald on you and your tour, you talk about Raylene Rankin, terrible loss, and I know that's going to be difficult through the Celtic colors and probably even in your show. I don't know if you have any kind of tribute or you play any of the Rankin music, but another talent. When we talk about the great talents from Cape Breton, so many, you included, and Raylene, who we'll always love her music.
That's right, and definitely we'll be doing a number dedicated to her in our show. And she was a wonderful talent, and she was a real spark, a real lady, but a real inspiration, I guess is the word. She had her college degree. She absolutely was passionate about music, and she went and she did that as fully as anyone could do it. And she was a fighter. She fought cancer, and very, very strong. But what I think of as a very Cape Breton, I think she's very Cape Breton in all her virtues.
Yes, a wonderful role model. I had the pleasure of interviewing her a couple of times and meeting her a few times, and I certainly echo your thoughts. Now, let's talk about, just before I let you go, because you're I'm sure about to rehearse and do all kinds of things. Monday's show. 3 o'clock at the Cohen, a venue I'm sure you've played many times and considered an excellent venue. You're looking forward to that, no doubt.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I'm just excited to be here again, you know.
And, you know, we've been playing a lot of your new CD. I've got a cut queued up. Let me see, which one did I pick? And I don't know. They were all good, but The Sister's Real, I think I've got that one ready to go.
Yeah,
great. Are there some stories behind any of them that you want to quickly reference and just talk about? The show is what, about 2 hours or an hour and a half, or what are we going to look forward to besides this great new CD and some of your old favorites, I guess?
Well, I should tell you that we have a new band. Once again, I have Mac Warren from Cape Breton on piano. I have my cellist, Nathaniel Smith from Mississippi. But then I have 2 members that are going to be on stage for the first time with me. And that is Eric Breton from Montreal, and he plays percussion. And Nate Douglas from Barrie, Ontario. He plays guitar. So that in itself it's very new. The show is very new. Our first concert is tonight, and that's here in St. John. And so we're embarking on, as you mentioned, 70 shows or whatever, and we have a lot of new material that we created for this new configuration of instruments and people, but we also have some of the old stuff as well. But anybody who's been to a Natalie show, you know, it's generally the same as it's always been in that there's a good blend of Cape Breton traditional music and music that just has a bit more of a twist to it, or a little more arranged sounding with those instruments. But definitely there's very strong stamp of my last recording, Cape Breton Girl, which are the traditions of home. And there's some step dancing in the show, and it's very upbeat and joyful. There's some couple of really nice slow ballads as well, or slow airs. But yeah, it's all mixed up in the pot.
Well, I'm glad to hear there's some step dancing, because having just given birth in August, good for you, girl. You can still kick up your heels, huh?
Well, the heel doesn't quite go as high, but yeah.
Well, Natalie, it sounds like a wonderful tour, a wonderful concert, and I know I would love to be there. I'm going to actually be over in PEI with a Thanksgiving with my family, so I won't catch it, but I hope to catch it next time around, and I know our listeners are pretty excited, and a little bit I'll be giving away a pair of tickets to that show on Monday.
Great. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, and all the best to you. And
hey, good stuff.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
And here you are from your new CD. Thank you, Natalie. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
boy. And if you go to the concert at the Cohen on Monday, you'll hear that, I'm sure, and many others. Natalie MacMaster. Boy, we're some proud. We're some proud of Natalie. One of our great talents and a great lady and a busy mom. 5 young'uns.